Good evening, this is Steve Singleton with Definitely Not Fake News. This just in, the executives of Headgame YouTube channel are preparing to make a statement about their recent controversies. Let's go to our correspondent on the scene. Chuck your deck? Chuck.
Thanks, Singleton. Here on the scene, the suspense is palpable, while literally twos of people await word from the team at Head Games. Will they answer allegations of too many takesy-backsies, tapping the wrong mana and skipping priority? Before we transition to the press conference, my producers want to remind the viewers that this content may be offensive. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to Head Games.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is the Zombie Apocalypse, and here in the newsroom, they just call me Steve.
Hey gang, I'm JetterX. My New Year's resolution is to play more interaction, so watch out. Around here, they just call me Tim.
I'm in danger. Today on the Head Games Commander podcast, we are going to do something a bit different. But before we get started, I am talking to both of you, the people in the press conference right now. I heard if you like and subscribe and share with all your friends, you will draw the next perfect 7 in your next Commander game. So Tim, I haven't had to ask this question in a while.
What could it be?
What are we going to talk about today?
Today's is our state of the channel. So what I mean by that is we've been running Head Games YouTube since May of 2024. So a year and change at this point, year and 9 months, coming up on 2 years. And we thought it would be a good moment right now for us to talk to our viewers a little bit about where we plan to go in the future, kind of review where we're at, look a little bit back at where we've been, and just talk about our plans for the future. It's not really going to be shocking to anybody. To spoiler alert, we're going to try to do a little bit more this year. But the idea here is that I want to kind of be intentional and explicit out loud about those goals and just say them, to the viewership and say, this is where the direction that we're going to be moving. There are some subtle changes. I really don't think anybody but us will notice in terms of like timing and stuff like that. But I just wanted to get it all out there and let everybody know what we're thinking about doing right now. And this today, our conversation today is going to be much less structured than our normal podcast episodes. We have just bullet points to talk about. We're just having a conversation, Steve and I, about where we've been, what we're doing, what we plan to do in the future. So that's it. That's what we're here to do today. We're just going to talk, and if you all want to listen, well, we appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so diving right in, the first thing I want to talk a little bit about is just how grateful we are for everybody who has been along with us on this journey so far. So I'll let Steve kick off with this one. So like, who are you grateful for in terms of your own life, your support?
Honestly, I'm just grateful for everyone that takes the time out of their day to watch my silly content and my little hobby that I have on the side. I appreciate every single one of you that just clicks that video. And honestly, I really appreciate my wife, my kids, because now that we're trying to do more, it's pulling me away from them, and they're still supporting me every time. Heck, my son is even subscribed to this channel, and he sometimes watches my videos. That's one of the coolest things ever. Like, that's the kind of support that I'm here for, and I'm super grateful for absolutely everyone that just takes their time out of their day to say hi or just to spend a little bit of time with us, even though it's like a one-sided spending time with. So thank you, everyone. It does
feel that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, I have to echo that. Like, I really appreciate my friends and family. Like, I often wonder, like, are they getting tired of me, like, cross-posting the videos to my various different kind of circles and discords and things like that? I'm wondering how cringy it is for some people that I keep doing this, but really I get positive feedback, and there's plenty of people who are, like, kind of overtly, explicitly supportive when I post stuff. So I'm truly, truly grateful for all of all of my friends and family who are among the first people to view and comment and like. I've even had people sharing from time to time. So the people that are in our closest social circles, I mean, Steve said it. This takes away from their time, and I know that every relationship is a kind of back and forth as far as the time that you dedicate to it, but they've just been so willing to allow us to carve more and more time out to kind of try to make this a little bit bigger. So as we move now into pushing ourselves a little bit harder, they are the ones that have to make that sacrifice along with us. So grateful for them. Really grateful for our Discord, which
Yes.
is at this point a pretty small community, but there are a number of people on it who are incredibly enthusiastic, super fun to play. Everybody's been really fun to play against and play with. But we have conversations, we talk about each other's decks, and again, at this point, it's still kind of small, but I really appreciate the interest and interaction that we've really started to see, especially considering how small we are. There's just something to that, and they built that really. Like we just opened the door, and they're kind of creating that
Yep.
sense of community on their own. We don't really deserve any credit for that. So I'm just very happy that to be a part of that now that it
Yes.
is starting to become a little bit more than what it was before. So next, I'd like to talk a little bit about like looking back. The question being, what are our successes in the past year? What do we feel good about? So, Steve, what do you think? What do you feel like? What do you feel good about as far as our content creation goes? What are the successes that we've had this year? Goes.
Honestly, I've been feeling really good about our consistency of trying to get these videos uploaded on the times that we designated for ourselves, because really the only person that, like, if we miss a video is affecting is us. And you know what? But we've been doing a very good job of staying as consistent as possible. And just yes, sometimes we miss things because we're, adults and have lives and everything like that, or vacations, because you got to take care of your own headspace as well. So, but I'm really proud of the consistency. I'm really proud of like how our podcast has gone from kind of just talking about some stuff and deck tech sometimes to being very consistent. We got a good thing going with the deck techs. So I'm really happy that we've been doing that as well.
Yeah. I totally agree, and I think that I've been really happy with trying to challenge ourselves to be more consistent, because I think that this is a tough thing, and I'm sure that anybody out there who has been on a similar adventure has experienced this at some point, where it's how much thought do I put into organizing this? How much energy do I put into structuring it in a way that is repeatable and easy? It's like at some point, how much do I start treating it like a business? And therein lies the challenge, right? Where it's like, this is us talking enthusiastically about a game that we love very well, where the core of our experience is actually playing that game with other people. Like that's what we're really trying to do, and trying the experience that we're looking to have. So now we're turning that into a thing where we're kind of structuring that conversation and doing it in front of cameras, et cetera. And it creates this very different dynamic, which I think first, I must admit, it can take the fun out of it sometimes. It hasn't really yet, but I know that it can. So we've been very conscious of like, we want to make sure that it's still fun, that we're making something that we enjoy making,
Yep.
so that it continues to translate into we're having a good time, and that's fun to watch. So I feel really good about that. And again, I will echo the consistency. We made the plan to make sure that we were getting videos out each week. I know that we had a video out every single week of the last year. And that momentum has really helped us kind of move towards the changes that we are now going to make. So I do feel really good about that. Our viewership has been up. Obviously, we've gotten a lot more subscriptions over the course of the past year, and I'm hoping that we can continue to keep that momentum moving forward. So that segues perfectly into what are the plans for the future. So the first thing that I want to tell the viewers is that up until now, behind the scenes, our plan was to upload a Commander related video every week that was kind of rotating back and forth between a gameplay video and a Commander podcast, and to also upload an Arena video every week as well. So 2 long form videos each week, and that's pretty much all we were doing last year. And really, I would say that we probably averaged averaged about 1.75 videos a week, because we actually didn't start the 2 videos a week thing really trying to make that happen until later in the year. So we really just got to the 2 videos a week threshold recently. So the first step of our business plan, our hobby business plan, that's right, that's a thing, right?
Yeah, totally a thing.
Is to go from 2 to 3 a week. The other important thing here is that we're going to change the days that we are posting the videos.
Right.
Meaning that the arena video is going to post on Thursday instead of Friday in the evening. The commander video, the cornerstone commander video, the one everybody's used to seeing, is going to be on Sunday, which recently it has been either kind of Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, depending on how far ahead we were.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to consistently post that in the afternoon on Sundays, and we're going to try to go from 2 long form videos a week to a third long form video each week, which will then be on Tuesday evening as well. You want to talk a little bit about like what we're thinking about for that third long form video?
I would love to. So sorry, puppy. One of the videos that we have in mind is we're gonna start a commander gameplay series where we have pre-constructed decks and then we periodically upgrade them. Another video would be him playing arena and doing a draft, which is honestly, quite frankly, I'm really excited to watch, because I don't know if you guys know, I actually watch every single one of his videos that he makes. So I'm just looking forward to watch Tim play Magic more, because he's quite good at it. So I'm really excited for that. And then we have some other miscellaneous ideas that we kind of want to sprinkle in there. So Tuesday is going to be like our fluctuating upload, whether it's his video, whether it's our video. It's going to be based off of stuff like that. Sometimes we'll have also a surprise podcast that would be on that particular episode, as you can see here.
As you are watching today, which just should launch on a Tuesday. So this is the beginning of that pattern where the third video, think of it like a sideboard.
Yeah.
We're pulling different cards in from our sideboard to get into that extra slot, depending on what kind of game we're playing that week or what kind of deck we're playing against. But seriously, we have a couple of different ideas, and obviously as content creators, we are kind of looking for what gets traction. What are people really responding to, what's resonating for people. So that's definitely, the feedback is going to be valuable. If you're seeing a specific kind of video on Tuesday and you think to yourself, gosh, I wish they did this more often, I'd love to hear that feedback.
Yes, please.
Because that would definitely guide what we do in the future. So a couple of different options there. All of them are going to be fun. It just, you'll see those come out every Tuesday. Okay, one of the other changes that we're looking to make is we're going to start posting short form content, which we actually already did. And part of this is just, we're old. Like, I mean, I'm old enough that shorts are not the kind of content that I consume. So it's been something of an adjustment to kind of figure out what would I want our short form content to look like. But recently, thanks to being a little more active on social media, I have seen other short form content that I appreciate, that kind of does resonate to me on some level. So our initial goal was to make short form content directly related to our long form content, to make shorter versions of the deck text that we are doing. Or I posted some gameplay videos, some gameplay shorts, which I found that was an enormous amount of fun, like picking out the specifically goofy moment in one of my videos and making a short of that. That was really fun for me. And I discovered that making the short form videos was, I don't want to say it was easier. It was just, it was less complicated than I expected it to be, and much more fun than I expected it to be. So I'm really excited about that. And I think that it's a good way to grow our channel and reach a whole lot of new viewers. So that is definitely high on the priority list at this point. And I'm going to do my very best. We are going to do our very best to post a short every day. And that's going to be on a variety of different topics. That's not necessarily going to follow a pattern, especially at first. It might kind of find a groove at some point where it is more patterned. But what do you think? What kind of shorts did we talk about?
So we're talking about opening up collector booster packs to kind of just see what we pull and have our reactions on that. Tim's first pack video was a really good idea, where he's going to open up a pack and he's going to say, okay, what's my first pick going to be? Love that
what would your
idea.
First pick be?
What would your first pick be? I love that idea, and I'm super stoked. And I'm really looking forward to doing the short videos of like the 1 minute deck tech or something like that, or 3 cards that go great in this deck. I'm really looking forward to making more content like that, because I love gushing about cards, and if I get to gush about more cards in a really fast pace, seems like fun too.
Yeah.
So those are some, but I also, as he was saying before, sometimes it's going to be kind of like an advertisement for the long form video. We haven't really quite figured out what that's going to mean for the Commander gameplay videos yet, because that is slightly more complicated when you don't have faces to react to and things like that. So we're still working on that, but I'm really looking forward to some of the shorts that we can make.
Yeah. Another goal that we have on the list is to expand to different social media outlets. Have started to do this a little bit. I don't mind telling the viewership at this point that I feel very both ways about this. Like, I understand that as you're trying to make something kind of a successful businessy thing, that it makes a lot of sense to do that. It's just a lot to manage, especially when there's literally just 2 human beings doing the bulk of the labor here. And we're not the only ones. Our friends on the Discord are playing the Commander games with us and following our directive prompts, and so they deserve an enormous amount of credit for the Commander gameplay videos. But as far as like editing and all this other stuff, this is just us behind the scenes doing this in our spare time after our full-time jobs. So the social media thing is a little overwhelming, I don't mind admitting, and I'm trying to figure out how to like slowly absorb that so it's something that feels a little bit more manageable. So we've started to expand. We made a Head Games Facebook page, which is in the link of all of our videos now, so you can find that below if you want to follow us on Facebook. You'll see our cross-posted YouTube videos there, and you'll see Reels coming up as well, because we'll be cross-posting the short form videos on Facebook on the same day that we post them on YouTube. Well, again, planning on expanding to the other big hits over here in the near future, but gonna do it one at a time over the course of the next few months.
Yeah, we're gonna slow roll that one because it is quite the daunting task.
Yeah. And then finally, the last thing I just want to get it out there now, so that anybody who is following our content is planning to be there as well. We're not going to be able to get to as many MagicCons this year because the schedule was changed. There isn't a Winter MagicCon. Normally, we would be prepping for that right now.
I'm so sad that there's no birthday MagicCon. I had one for the last 3 years, Tim.
We were very used to the February con, and it was a good time of year for both of us to do it. So we're a little bummed about that. But the flip side of that, the positive, is that we had such a blast in Atlanta.
Yeah,
it was.
We did.
I will speak for myself and say it was the best MagicCon that I have been to, and I've been to 4. And it is the top. It is the top of my list without question. Not to say the other ones were bad. Atlanta was just a blast. It was just easy breezy. Didn't feel it just felt very organic and very easy. And I really look forward to going back. We ran into some other kind of smaller content creators down in that area that we kind of rubbed elbows with, and hopefully we're going to plan later on in the year to maybe get some collaboration with them when we take our trip to Atlanta. More to come on that subject.
Yeah.
So as we move to wrap up today, yeah, it really was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, and I think that when we were at MagicCon Atlanta, and again, folks, we're really small time. We're still very, very small, and I think that was the first time where it really felt like we got to present ourselves as creators. Like we were talking to people about what we do a lot over the course of the con. We had a pin that said "Ask me about my content," which I try to wear whenever I go and play at LGS now, because I think it's really hilarious and it's a great icebreaker. But it really felt like we had some pretty fantastic connections with other smaller content creators, even the larger ones as well. We didn't get to spend much time with them because they're very busy.
Clearly they're busy, but yeah.
Well, we have really meaningful connections with a couple of the smaller ones, though, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, to put how small we are, as the recording of this video, we are at 261 subscribers on YouTube. So this is still small time, but hopefully we can grow to something special. Maybe we'll be as popular as the Command Zone. What would that be?
Big goals. Big goals. And really, like, I want to add to that like that is as organic as it can be.
Yep.
Like those are all legit subscribers from zero
Yep.
within the past year and a half. So I won't say that that's like a crazy impressive number, but we're also in a niche market as far as viewership. Like
Yep.
we are making specifically branded Magic the Gathering content. So if you're not into this, you're not watching our channel. So we can't go out there and get the like common everybody view
Mhm.
that people get on YouTube sometimes. We have this very niche market to operate in. But again, at the end of the day, we are here to try to make something that is very fun, to try to, build a community where people can kind of get together and be a part of that and play games with us and maybe even participate in some of our planning.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, just to be able to talk openly and publicly about the thing that we love so much about this
Yeah.
game that's been a part of our lives for 30 years.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the last thing I want to talk about before we move to wrap up is just personal goals. Like I'm curious to. We didn't really prep for this question, so this is just an honest to goodness answer here. So I'm curious to hear what Steve has to say here. Like, what would you set as your goals for the channel for the new year? Where would you like to see the channel in 2027?
Okay, so overall, I would love to see us hit that 1,000 subscriber goal by the end of this year. I would really like to see that because at that point, once you hit that 1,000 subscribers, I think you've made it as a content creator, right? So because like once you have that first 1,000, I think getting to that second 1,000 will be a lot easier and faster, right? So I kind of just want to see this little pocket that we have on our little corner of the YouTubes, and I want to see it expand into a beautiful flower. And you know what? I honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I would love to be able to get this monetized by the end of next year. So like,
Sure.
it kind of makes it so it's not as a job, but like it makes it seem like that this hobby that I've been working on for the last 3 years of our lives like actually means something. I don't know. Like it seems weird, but like once you get to that like monetized and it's like, dang, we did it. We finally got there. And that's really what I'm looking forward to.
It's a different kind of legitimized, right? Like
Yes.
I feel legitimized whenever we get positive feedback from anybody at all. Like I feel legitimized when we hit a certain like viewer count or when we hit certain thresholds of subscribers, because that is the whole game, right? And it shouldn't be, I don't think it should be a shameful thing for us to say we would love to see this be something that made any kind of money at all. So because what we would immediately then do is put that money right back into the content.
Right.
Like would immediately turn that over into making it easier for us to do more and more. And at the end of the day, if we can turn this hobby into a side hustle, I know that's where we would love to be. I mean, the absolute Magic Christmas Land of making this the primary thing that we do, that seems so far out in the future.
Yeah.
Not and really, like, I mean, just speaking for myself, I'm a career man and I have a very specific job and career that I've worked very hard to become good at. And so I don't know that I would want to leave that behind me. So all of that to say, really would love to see this get to a point where we are able to, where it's able to support itself, so it doesn't feel like a drain on our family resources. That's it. If it broke even for me and we were able to make more content as a result of what was coming in, I think that would be great. I love the 1,000 subscriber goal. That's loftier than what I was doing in my head. I thought if we could double our subscribers this year and get to 500, I'd be happy. Yours is loftier, bolder, and I think better.
Yeah.
Because really, like, I don't think it's unreasonable. I don't think it's out of the question at all if we can really capitalize on this momentum. So 1,000 subscribers by 2027, that would be great. I would love to go to Atlanta with a creator badge.
I'm right behind you, brother.
I would really like, because, and again, I've seen other people, other creators, and really you're right about that, like 1,000 subscriber mark, where that seems to be, kind of the threshold where people are actually going to be considered. Right. And I think that once we start getting to that level of popularity, that we will be able to kind of connect to the other resources that allow somebody to kind of get over the next hill.
Yep.
which is, you know, the other financial arms of Magic the Gathering, the game stores and sellers and things of this nature. And when you start getting looping those things in, that allows you to expand a little bit as well. So I would love to see that in the future. But big goal would be if we can get big enough to get a creator badge in Atlanta, because that's the fall. That's not that far out.
Yeah, we
So-
should probably look to see if we need to apply for that soon. But also, I'm talking directly to you, Wizards. I would love for you to give me stuff so then I can show other people cool stuff. So if you're
Right.
listening, just keep that in mind.
What Steve's referring to, whether he realizes it or not, is the MTG Ambassador Program. and this is absolutely a thing, and I totally agree. We are enthusiasts. We are people who've been playing the game for decades now. We really love the game, and we would really love to continue to support it by, you know, kind of pumping it on our channel, which we're already kind of moving in that direction as far as our content goes. So, will we shill for the game?
Yes.
Yeah, we will.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anything else to say before we move to wrap up?
No, I think we hit all the bullet points according to the script that we have in front of us. I think we hit all.
Yeah. All right, friends, opponents, longtime listeners, first time watchers, however that joke goes. If you've been here the whole time, if you're listening to me right now and you listen to this whole episode, you
Mhm.
are a true fan, because this has nothing to do with with like actual cards.
Yeah.
We see you. We appreciate you. Thank you for spending time with us on the Head Games Commander podcast. Remember, you can support this show, all of our other content, by watching us over on YouTube, checking out our Facebook page, liking and following there. Check out our streams on Twitch and YouTube. You can find all of those links in the description.
But before we scoop things up, we want to hear from you, the think tank. What kind of content would you like to see coming from us in the future? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thank you for playing along with us and have a wonderful day. This is Steve Singleton saying bye.
Signing off.
We're signing off. And that's how the cookie crumbles.